Unido, Gerd Müller. I was his spokesperson in the ministry before, so I know him now for 8 years or almost 12 years, very good. And he's very interested in the kind of projects we are developing here. I also bring you very warm welcomes and greetings from Tali Einaf. She is the head of our Unido office in Nairobi and always happy to answer any question related to your project in the meantime. And I also want to say I'm very grateful that Madam Ambassador Arena took some initiative, because she talked to me in Germany all the time. You need to go to Nyamira and see the agro-industry park. So she was a driving force. So it's really a pity she couldn't come today to be with us here today, but I want to thank her also very much again. I had the great pleasure to meet President Ruto 2 months ago when he was in Germany, and we had a kind of similar setting. We were sitting together with German companies and ministers from Kenya to talk about deepening the relationships. And I took 2 things out of this meeting. The first thing was we need to be closer in all the kind of education and certification to make it easier to have an exchange of good qualified people from Kenya to Germany and the other way around. And the other one was processing. So that's what we are talking about today, to help to get the next step from production also in further processing. And there Unido comes in, because I think you won't find another UN organization which is so specialized in supporting that and having a good expertise in that. I'm here since Saturday, and I had a really good chance to see at least a little bit of your beautiful country. I was to Lake Naivasha, we went to Nairobi, and we were talking all the time about investment, business cases at the German African Business Summit, which I think was very successful. I think Kenya was a wonderful host. We had the largest German African Business Summit ever. To the President and also to Honorable Principal Secretary Dr. Juma Mukwana, all right. So all our talks centered around how can we get, like we want to do with the agro-industry park, the next step of getting better business cases, perhaps integrated in export and get new investors. And I had a wonderful discussion on the way here, and what I want to deepen our talks in the next hours, and thank you very much for your impressive speeches and presentations. I see a huge potential here in Nyamira, and you're totally right, Honorable Governor. Putting the steel up is easy, but putting up good business cases, this is a real challenge for the next 20 years that hold, that live by themselves. And we discussed 2 things which we might integrate here in further developing this agro-industry part. The first thing is scale. I think it's important to have good like a layer of surrounding farmers and entrepreneurs who will contribute to the success of the agro-industry park. And Unido and my German Kenyan old government, we are very good in setting up cooperatives. This was one of the big success factors in Germany. So the farmers came together, building bigger units, and then they are sharing machinery, and they are sharing knowledge, and they have better standing in negotiating by prices, and then the agro-industry park has a higher certainty that they will get the amount of raw materials or whatever they need, because it's like this point in the discussion later. So thank you very much for your invitation, and I'm very glad. Thank you very much. From Germany, but I'm working for the United Nations Industrial Development Organization, so I cannot say what Germany as a government might do to support it, but we are in good context. What we're trying to do with the Unido office in Germany is to try to find private investor, for example, for the renewable energy production, to come here, and also how to see if the products that are produced here in the county can perhaps be integrated in global supply chain that lead to Germany, to German supermarkets or to German other companies, and try to establish here good trade relationships, and perhaps getting investors to invest here because they think this is interesting products. And I learned a lot. They have a good tea, good bananas, good avocado. Avocado oil is very much demanded in Germany. So perhaps these are the ideas now we want to see. What could be the best match for us to get businesses together?
Certainly, Unido has been in Kenya for very many years, and we have had a good amount of success supporting the government in inclusive, sustainable industrial development. Allow me to just highlight one case that involves private sector investment and that is relevant to what we are talking about today. And so this is a waste to energy project where we worked with the private sector. We supported a company that processes avocado into avocado oil to change their production into cleaner production and into renewable energy, and by doing that, enhancing their efficiency and effectiveness in their business, and also enhancing their trade capabilities in terms of better trade on processed avocado and avocado oil into the export market. So that's just one example, but we have done quite a number of initiatives that have really helped Kenya in terms of inclusive, sustainable
Yes, all the time.
It's cotton.
In these sweets, we have banana grids. Okay, banana chips.
Banana chips, great.
Yes. Can you tell us a bit about how you use the banana plant, just for Mr. Ola Kosoto?
Yes.
In case I complete. One banana plant.